Lists are good. They help you remember stuff. For example, this past weekend, my wife allowed me to have 4 friends over. So I would have Pranoy, Sadipta, Anthony, and John. Now, when you have a list, you know if you've hit every number on the list. So today, we're going to look at Test 5, Section 2, Number 7. And it's a sentence placement question. Sentence placement questions, there's 5 things you want to keep in mind. Number 1, you got to make sure the paragraph goes from general to specific. After you place a sentence, check the transition before it and check the transition after. In both spots, it should be going from general to specific. If it's not in either of those spots, then you know you're in the wrong spot. The second thing is, paragraphs should go from problem to solution. Check the transition before and after. Both places should go problem to solution. If not, it's in the wrong spot. Look elsewhere. You also want to make sure you're not, number 3, you're not separating any sentences that should not be separated. Number 4, see if it expects something before or after the sentence itself. So if it says, without this idea, Einstein would have never formed this theory of relativity, notice I said this idea. The idea has to be mentioned before it. Then the last thing is, always read the sentence after. Because all the time, students make it work. It'll work with the sentence before, but they won't really focus on the sentence after as well. Make sure it transitions well to the sentence after. And those are your 5. If you check for those things when you're doing this type of question, you'll be A-okay. Sentence 7 reads, to make this paragraph most logical, sentence 2 should be placed. So for starters, let's just read sentence 2. Sentence 2 reads, but now 3D scale models could be rearranged with ease, which is a huge boon to scientists. So, are we expecting something before or after? Well, it starts with but, so we know we're going to see difference here. And then what's it say? But now 3D scale models can be rearranged with ease. So, if that's my transition, then I'm expecting something before. What am I expecting before? I'm expecting it to say something like, 3D scale models were really a pain in the butt to rearrange, really difficult to rearrange, but now they could be rearranged with ease, blah, 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 blah. So we're also going to see what the most common wrong answer is here. So first one, where it is now. One significant benefit of 3D printing technology is its ability to create scale reproductions of fossils. So it's talking about a benefit, not a drawback. That's not what we're expecting. We're expecting something negative, and also we're expecting it to be specifically about rearranging 3D scale models. Answer choice B before sentence 1. We'd have to go back to the previous paragraph and see what that's saying. Previous paragraph, plastic cartons quickly it allows the printer to build layers of the final model. Compared with older ways of modeling fossils, scanning and printing this way is extremely versatile. It's talking about scanning and printing. And this sentence, but now 3D scales models could be rearranged with these. Talk about rearranging. It's not going to be big. Answer choice C after sentence 4. Now, this is the wrong answers that students will often choose. 4 reads, in the past, such research was limited by the weight and bulk of the fossils as well as their preciousness and fragility. So, there is something difficult in the sentence. It's an attractive wrong answer. What's difficult? The research is difficult. Not rearranging the scale models. So that's why it's not C. And notice I'm only reading the sentence before. That's only because none of them work for the sentence before. Most of the time you're going to get more than one answer that works with the sentence before, and you've got to really focus on that sentence after. So it looks like the correct answer here is going to be D, after sentence 5. Let's see what sentence 5 has to say. In many cases, scientists had to rearrange bones virtually using artist renderings. But now 3D scale models can be rearranged with ease, which is a huge boon to scientists. It's very subtle in sentence 5 that it's difficult to rearrange the models. So notice it says had to. Think of had to or have to. When would you use that? I have to clean my room. It sounds like you don't want to do it if you say I have to. I know my wife says to our son, you get to do your home, clean your room or something like that. So you get to clean your room makes it sound much better than you have to clean your room. It sounds like he doesn't want to do it. Anyway, they had to rearrange them virtually. virtually, but now they can be rearranged with ease, which makes sense. It's huge boot to scientists. And then after is a new paragraph, because CT scanners can map objects that are impossible to excavate. CT scanning 3D printing can also be used to reproduce fossils and sign that scientists cannot observe firsthand. So we get to another paragraph, another idea. Correct answer here is D. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble with these sentence placement questions. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.